Okay. Hey guys, what's up? I'm just gonna put on a little bit of makeup, and I wanted to come on here and talk to you because me and Neal just gave me the best idea, y'all. So yesterday, you know how we were talking about. First of all, what's up? My name's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction, and I share my life with you. So. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Stick around. We have live streams all the time. We talk about everything, really. And it's just a fun place. We have good support here. People are kind here. We have a good community of recovering addicts who all want to support each other. And, you know, I'm pretty big on if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. So we don't put up with trolls or any of that kind of stuff. So come on in, have a good time, and you can share your opinions here. And, yeah. So... what I wanted to do is I wanted to do a Mama June and Geno versus Nicole and Neal. Okay, thank you, Sonia. A Mama June and Geno versus Nicole and Neal. Okay, so if we look down the timeline of Mama June and Geno since they've gotten together, and how Geno has really negatively affected Mama June's life. Because she was on top of the world before Geno came around, right? I really think that the problem started when she got the surgeries. Hey, Kim. And she was prescribed pain medications. I saw a definite change in her personality and everything in the shows and everything when she was on those painkillers. And then there's a couple of interviews you guys can find here on YouTube of her just high out of her mind on painkillers from the surgeries, from the weight loss surgery, and then from the skin surgery, right? Hey, Cindy. And so she had started struggling with addiction, I think, before Geno had even came around, right? Well, then Geno came around and it would just got worse because she was still carrying a prescription for hydros. Remember, she still had painkillers because of her skin removal surgery. Because she went from Mama June from hot to not, right? From not to hot, excuse me. Hold on, let me pull my hair up. So, what I was thinking that we could do is I could tell you guys. So yesterday we were talking about how Mama June and Geno were selling all their stuff on the Facebook Marketplace, right? First of all, we're going to start right there. Neal and I, we didn't sell our stuff on the Facebook Marketplace. And when we were selling stuff, you guys, we were pawning it, and it was big ticket stuff. Because when you go to the pawn shop, you're not going to get any money for a little backpack purse or a pair of flip-flops or a pair of Nike shoes. So we were just talking, and he brought up a memory that I had kind of forgot about, you know. And he goes, yeah, don't you remember we pawned my guns? And I was like, oh, crap, I do remember that. And he goes, yeah, you had to help us get them out, remember? And I'm like, yes, I do remember, because we had pawned both of the guns, and we got one out because his dad and mom were asking, hey, where's your guns, Neal? Because Neal's like really big into like having guns and shooting them out the range and stuff, right? And so he has a concealed carry license and all that. Well, he had these really two nice guns. One was a Glock, and I can't remember what the other one was, but that might have been both Glocks. But we took them and we pawned them down at this pawn shop in West Little Rock, one that we always went to. And thank God that people knew us really well, because I think they even held it for us a little longer than what it was supposed to stay there, you know? So his parents were like, where's the guns? Where's y'all's guns? And so Neal, we had somehow gotten enough to get one of them out. I think it was like, we just needed like $60 to get it out. But the other one, we needed a little bit more. So Neal's dad went and got it out of the pawn shop for us. And then we were driving around trying to go get Xanaxes. And somebody that I bought pills from all the time. I had been buying pills from him for years. Got into the back seat of our car and stole the gun. And that gun is still stolen to this day. So I haven't seen it or heard from it since. And they send us like a little, hey, this gun, it's still stolen. Please sign this. Here's a serial number. So that's one thing. Now, I want to tell you guys something that I did that I'm so ashamed of. Like, it was, I mean, like, really, this bothers me still to this day. So, when me and Neal, when we finally realized that we were like never going to leave each other's side, Neal went out and bought me this beautiful diamond ring. It was, oh my gosh, you guys. This ring was beautiful. It was the, you know how went back in 2012, 2013, the blue diamonds, the colored diamonds started coming out, and everybody really liked like having blue diamonds or red diamonds or the chocolate diamonds. Well, your girl wanted the blue diamonds. Okay, so Neal went out and got me this beautiful, beautiful blue diamond ring. And I remember I wore it everywhere. It never left my hand. I wore it. I was working at the time. I was working at Cajun's Wharf as a cocktail waitress. And at Cajun's Wharf, we had to wear these like really short little black shorts, or really short little black tops with these short booty shorts. Hey, Joy. And I was like making that money, right? Making that money. Well, I was making good money there. I was making like $300 a night in tips, you guys. And then I would go home because I didn't live with Neal at the time. I lived in my own apartment, and I would go home and I would smoke like $200 worth of crack all night long with this old man that lived across the hallway. It was so bad. So anyway, one day me and Neal had really gotten on a bender. Hey, George. Hey, guys, that's George's new recovery channel where he's going to be staying in recovery. Hi, George. He's on his second day with no alcohol, so he needs our support. Hey, Off the Grill, what's up? So if you have a channel, you guys, you can go ahead and say that you have a channel. I don't mind if you do that when you come in here. And the people who want to go subscribe to your channel can. So I had that blue diamond ring. I was making that though at the Cajun's Wharf, right? And me and Neal got off work one night, and we went on whenever we would go on these like benders where we smoked crack, we would lose everything we had in one night. Oh my God, it was horrible. That's the only drug that I would literally lose every bit of anything I owned that was worth anything, right? I could hold it down on, opiates. I could hold it down on meth. I could hold it down on coke. Well, no, that's not true. Coke and crack. I would sell my teeth if they would come out of my head. Y'all hear me? So we went around and we were getting some, and we were doing it. Sometimes we would, smoke it. Sometimes we would shoot it. It was just depended on what day of the week it was. And we ran out of money. We had no money left, and we were like in the middle of this just like theme, right? And so I remember selling that blue diamond ring, you guys, to a crackhead for a $40 rock, which was probably a $20 rock. After that, when we came down, we got home, you start coming down. I was so mad at myself, you guys, so mad at myself. Neal was mad at me. We were mad at each other. And that's kind of what would happen. And I'm assuming that's what's happening to Mama June and Geno, is they're probably like resenting each other, right? Mama June or Geno's probably telling Mama June, hey, we need to sell all this stuff, right? And Mama June's probably like either saying okay right now because she's high, right? But I'm telling you guys, when they sober up and they get into their right mind, this whole like, yeah, we're gonna get into our RV and ride cross country is not going to happen. They're not going to be able to do it, on drugs. And they're not going to be able to do it without any kind of funds, So it's just sad. It makes me sad to see all of them. Like, I hate to see when people that have addiction problems, it doesn't matter if they're celebrities or not. I hate to see when they are like, people are videotaping them, paparazzi are videotaping them. It's like, isn't there a line when, you say, hey, this person's sick, I don't need to like be taping them right now, they're in a vulnerable time. you know, but not to TMZ, not to the paparazzi. You know, they're going to go find them. It is so sad. And that was, yes, Joy. And giving up poor Alana to Pumpkin. I mean, can you imagine being Alana's age? I think she's what, 13, 14, maybe? Maybe she's younger than that. I think she's in her teens, her early teens, though. Maybe younger, I don't know. But she doesn't have her mom around. She has no stability. Thank God her big sister's there to step in. And you know what? Back in the day when they had Honey Boo Boo, the show Honey Boo Boo, they were struggling back then. Remember when they lived in that old little itty bitty rickety house, and they were all just like 400 pounds just piled in there. And Sugar Bear, her old boyfriend, I mean, he had no teeth, you guys. How do you think he lost all his teeth? He's probably smoking dope. So I have a feeling that they were all kind of like dabbling in methamphetamine or some kind of drug before they ever became famous. And that's kind of what happens in these like rural, poverty-ridden areas where people don't know like that they can do any better, you know? Joy, you talk about it a little bit, about it on your channel, about how, you know, when you're growing up and you're in the hood or you're in the country where everybody's selling dope, or, you know, everybody's poor and that's what they're doing. That's the only jobs they can get is to sell dope, because nobody will hire them, or there's not the jobs available to get, right? And so it's like this vicious cycle of addiction and poverty and abuse, and it's just so sad. Hey Captain, what's up, girl? We're just talking a little bit about Mama June, and I was kind of talking about how me and Neal used to, you know, do the same thing. So it's not like uncommon to see, you know, people who are in their active addiction selling their stuff or pawning their stuff. And that's what I was saying. I was like, you know, we just pawned our stuff, you know, because, you know, some of the stuff I wanted to get back. I didn't want it to be gone forever. Hey Candy, what's up, girl? Hey Chet. So anyway, I just thought I would kind of share with you guys the similarities, because there are, like, when I watch her and Geno, like, I see me and Neal like we were when we were in our addiction, you guys. We were the same exact way. You know, we might have just had a little bit more like family support from his side of the family, because my mom and dad were in New York. They didn't give a damn. I mean, they cared, you guys, but they were like done with me and Neal. They were like, it's done, it's over, y'all are going to kill yourselves, and we're not going to stick around to watch it. And that's the kind of approach that my parents took, was, you know, we are not going to stand around and watch you kill yourself, so we're removing ourselves from the situation. And so there's another lady here on YouTube, if you guys don't know, she has a channel and she's a psychiatrist, I think. Her channel is called Put the Shovel Down. And she talks about there's 3 different ways to help an addict, right? And the first way is, they always talk about what, tough love, right? The second way is just cutting them out of your life, right? And then the third way is to help the whole entire family, right? Because really, addiction is a family disease. Everybody, you might not be shooting dope, but if you are related to an addict, hey Megan, if you're related to an addict, if one of your loved ones is an addict, you're just as fucked up as they are. I'm telling you, you might not believe it, and that might offend some of you, okay? But if you have a family member who has been in your life for a long time, who has been on drugs, 9 times out of 10, you got just as many problems as they do, okay? They're just showing theirs by getting high and doing drugs. I'm telling you, I've dealt with my own family members, my husband's family members, who were just as sick, if not sicker than we were. You know, we were just showing out. We were showing our sickness. There's people who hide behind fakeness, and oh, I could go on and on. Y'all know what I mean. So the sickness The sickness is in everybody. And the sickness in me recognizes the sickness in you, baby. And I can see it. And if you're here on Real Talk Recovery, you got the sickness. We all got the sickness. Okay, guys, listen. I love y'all. I just wanted to come on and talk shit real fast about Mama June and talk about some old story times. I love Mama June. I hope she gets sober, man. I really, really do. She deserves a better life. She's a good lady in her heart. I truly believe that. And I truly believe Geno is a good man. I just think that they haven't ever known how to be right. You know what I'm saying? I think they got stardom, and then all of a sudden, bam, it just blew them out of control. So I have some good news over on my other channel. I haven't uploaded it yet, but I will upload it today, and y'all are going to freak out because when I did this morning, I freaked out. So I'm going to go over there and upload that video, and I'll see you guys over on Bingeaholics Anonymous, okay? Okay, girl, I will. All right, you guys, I'll see y'all later. Have a great Thursday.